Recall that the NSAS Judicial Panel of Inquiry set up by the Lagos State government had described the Lekki Tollgate incident as a massacre. Put a pin there. Now, the panel found that Nigerian army officers shot at, injured and killed unarmed, helpless and defenseless protesters who were peacefully waving the Nigerian flag and singing the national anthem. The manner of the assault could, in context, be described as a massacre. In fact, the panel also concluded that the Nigerian army fired live bullets directly into the crowds of peaceful protesters without provocation or justification. However, the former information minister who spoke on Channels Television Sunrise Daily defended the position of the federal government under the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari. Lai Mohammed said, and I quote, "Our position on NSAS was very clear. At no point did the federal government say there were no casualties during the NSAS. There were casualties. We reported them. We admitted them. 37 policemen lost their lives. Soldiers lost their lives during NSAS. We admitted it. We gave the numbers to those who lost their lives in Kano, Abuja, everywhere. But we said what we still insist on is that there were no massacres at the Lekki Tollgate. The CNN was not at the Lekki Tollgate. CNN relied on poorly sourced stories to write its story. This is the only massacre in the whole world where there were no bodies." Interesting, isn't it? Well, in case you don't believe me and you think that I'm lying, here's Lai Mohammed speaking about this. But before we get to that, I hate rehashing issues. Naturally, I just like to keep things moving. But what? I'm really trying to choose my words carefully. What exactly is it? Is it that you didn't send the soldiers to start it because they said there were no soldiers there? Nobody sent them. Then they said, okay, they sent them. Well, there was no shooting. Then they now said there was a shooting, but they were blanks. Oh, they did. There was no deaths. They killed nobody. But then bodies resurfaced. People lost family members till today, unaccounted for. What were they paying monies for? The government. What were they paying monies for? Yeah, because there was a time that they were trying to somewhat settle family members. So those were family members of ghosts. And why has the government of Buhari continued to lie about this issue? Because we had live streaming from that. I mean, I remember I still have a video on my Instagram of a guy who bullets were being taken out of his thighs in real time. But those were blanks. Here's Lai Mohammed. This video is courtesy of Sunrise Daily on Channels Television, where he spoke about this issue. Let's take a listen.
Our position on the answers was very clear. At no point did the federal government say there were no casualties during the answers. There were casualties. We reported them. We admitted them. 37 policemen lost their lives. 6 soldiers lost their lives. That's during the answers. Nobody speaks about this. But we admitted it. We gave the numbers that lost their lives in Kano, in Abuja, everywhere. But what we said and what we still insist on, that there were no massacres at the Lekki Tollgate. And I think this is where I disagreed with the CNN. Our position on the answers.
So CNN, you are just spreading lies, obviously. Or you spread lies at the time. That's what they're saying. Over to you, CNN. And their Rise TV, by the way, because they were some of the people that were on site. Interesting times. Let's move away from Lai Mohammed. Let's move on to other matters arising still on the big three stories. Let's start with the premium. Let's go to the Premium Times newspaper. Top story here says, politicians orchestrating insecurity to stop Tinubu's re-election, says Matawalle. Everything is elation. No one's going to talk about the mass graves in Plateau in Benue, the killings and the abductions in Zamfara, in Borno, what's been happening in Kwara and Kogi. Oh no, all of these things are being done to stop a president from his re-election. So nothing else matters? Or maybe I'm a biased person. I hate President Tinubu. That's why I always make it all about President Tinubu, because I hate, maybe Nigerian people just hate this President Tinubu. So everything, you will never see our position. Okay, let's look at the story. So the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawalle, has alleged that a cabal of politicians is deliberately exploiting and waging insecurity to destabilize the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and to stop his potential 2027 re-election bid. Now, in an interview with DCL House on Sunday, the minister said the alleged strategy was employed against the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, in the run-up of his 2015 general election. But President Tinubu knew about how bad insecurity was under his friend Muhammad Buhari, and Vice President Kashim Shettima campaigned on this. I can never forget it. I'll come back to you, Bello Matawalle. But here's Vice President Kashim Shettima while he was campaigning, obviously.
For 18 years, I will lead the troops. My principal is an economic wizard who transformed Lagos into the third largest economy in Africa. He will concentrate on the economy. By God's grace, I will handle the security arm. Not only handle the security arm, I will lead the troops to battle across the length and breadth of this country.
So that's the vice president. So he obviously knew that we had terrible insecurity, and he himself put himself out there that he was going to lead the troops. We're still waiting for that to happen anyway. But all of a sudden, it's about unseating Tinubu. But hey, Matawalle, is this you? Is this you? This video is courtesy of Channels Television, by the way. Is this you? The same person?
Same, and it's not all of them are criminal. Not all of them are criminal, because if you know, or maybe if you investigate what is happening or what makes them to take those laws into their hand, some of them sometimes were cheated by so-called Nsakai, and I have to ban completely the Nsakai in my state. The Nsakai, those called vigilante group, who normally went to their settlement, destroy their property and take their animals. So they doesn't have anyone to speak with. So sometimes they are going for revenge. Like if Ntsake attack them, so they will go for reprisals. So
that's you, right? That's you, Minister of State for Defense, making a case in one breath for the bandits that they're not all of them are criminals. Some of them are not really, they're not bad people. But then, in another breath, you're saying that, oh, come on, this thing is our political opponent. He's the evil guys. They don't like us. They don't want us to return in 2027. What do we believe, sir? Because you have been put to assist the man who's there in defense. Did the president make a mistake? Should we take anything that you're saying seriously, Mr. Matawalle? All right, let's move away from that, shall we? On to other matters arising. But just before we let Matawalle go, in case he doesn't necessarily know, because he might not know, there are lots of things that happen in this country that we don't know. But here's a senator who's a member of the APC, and this is what he had to say about bandits and killers. Yes, this is Senator Shehu Sani.
The terrorists killing people in northeastern part of Nigeria are not from Congo. They are not from Malawi. They are not from Namibia. They are not from Egypt. They are northerners and they are Muslims. The bandits in the northwestern part of Nigeria, they are not from Senegal. They are not from Mali. They are not from Morocco. They They are not from Guinea or Guinea-Bissau. They are Fulanis from the northwestern part of Nigeria.
FYI. Well, one last story, and then, of course, I'll open up the phone lines. In case you're just joining us, the program is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Who am I? My name is Maryann Okon. This is the last story from the Daily Trust newspaper. Buhari left behind a reputation of integrity, says President Tinubu. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has described the late President Muhammadu Buhari as a leader of quiet strength, discipline and enduring grace, noting, listen please, that he left behind a reputation of integrity, a Spartan lifestyle, and the belief that public office is a trust, not a windfall. I'm not going to go further. I mean, this was said at a book launch that was done in honor of him as a legacy of Muhammadu Buhari. But the big question is, did he leave a legacy of integrity? I mean, it could have started on that note because, of course, the fear of Buhari at the beginning of his administration was the beginning of wisdom indeed. But all of that quickly went to dust. So do you agree? And if you do, why? If you do not, I'd also like to know. 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. You could join the conversation on WhatsApp, 0809-5975-805. On WhatsApp, that's if you are from listening to us from outside of the country, you're allowed to call on WhatsApp. On X, use the hashtag HardFacts. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Post your comment on our live stream. We will be right back after this break.
Facts. Hot Facts with Maryann Okon. We'll be right back.
Nigeria's biggest decisions start with the hardest questions, and I'm asking them.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
So, my pregnant wife, Eniola, had her cravings and nothing satisfied her. My neighbor, Mama Amaka, despite our tension, saved the day with amala and abula made with Mr. Chef chicken, all-purpose, and tomato masala cubes. With Mr. Chef, she's my hero.
Savor the taste of culture with a two-finger crush of Mr. Chef's seasoning cubes. Available in beef, chicken, and crayfish seasoning cubes. Mr. Chef, taste home, taste culture.
Let's be honest. This isn't the show for the faint-hearted. We don't do PR here. We do truth. We don't repeat headlines. We interrogate them.
If it's power, we question it. If it's policy, we break it down. And if it's propaganda, we cut right through it. Every story, every voice, every fact under the spotlight. Because Nigerians don't need noise, they need clarity. So if you're tired of spin and ready for sense, welcome.
I'm Maryann Okon, and this is Hard Facts.
Nigeria Info 99.3. Let's talk.
Dear Lagosians, it's time we pay due attention to sustainable physical development planning. Our city grows daily and every one of us must help keep it orderly. When you see illegal construction, buildings without planning permits, large plots without approved layouts, or structures that violate approvals, say something. If open spaces meant for recreation or urban farming are being misused or buildings rise in wrong zones, near drains or on road setbacks, say something. Whistleblowing isn't trouble. It's your civic duty. See something, say something. Report all physical planning infractions to the Lagos State Ministry of Fiscal Planning and Urban Development through the Office of Fiscal Planning or the nearest LASPA district office. Permit first, build next, build right, live safe. Zoning respected, Lagos protected.
This message is from the Lagos State Government, building right for a greater Lagos.
See something, say something.
Welcome to Nigeria Info, where the news sparks conversation.
The Miete Ala Cattle Breeders Association has condemned the sanctions against them.
We are finished. We're like a sour soup waiting for someone to warm up. We have to wake up to the House of Assembly. We have to wake up to the House of Senate.
All this talk about voodoo is nonsense. If I had any authority, I'll fire
him. The football team is as bad as the economy of the country.
If you listen to both ends of the argument, whether it's the one where there is a genocide or the one where there's no genocide.
So ever since they have been saying they have been defeating and killing and the rest of them, it's like
what they are just interested in now is who is coming to their party, who is not coming to their party.
So what we call this one now, Chibok 3.0.
This is your space to listen, share, and be heard. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories. You know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hi, This is Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shegwa Rinze. This is the Big Three.
The Big Three on Hard Facts
on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome, Lagos. Welcome for those of you who are listening from the diaspora and outside of Lagos. This is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. And yes, we are broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in the economic capital, Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Maryann Okon, and these are the big three stories for today. NSARS troops at Lekki Tollgate fired blank ammunition, says Lai Mohammed. Politicians orchestrating insecurity to stop Tinubu's re-election, Matawalle. And of course, Buhari left behind reputation of integrity, says President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Well, let's hear your thoughts on all of these stories. If you do not mind, let's join the conversation. I've given you enough facts to back my side of the argument because I seem to be making a case from a certain perspective, a standpoint. But then I don't want it to look like it is my bias, and that's why I came up with facts, because this is Hard Facts. 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. You could join the conversation by joining us on X. Use the hashtag Hard Facts, okay? I would love to hear from you. The men, please call the male line. The females, please call the female lines. Please, men, do not call the female line. I beg you in the name of God. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
This is Sunda. I'm calling from Mitire.
Hello, Tunde.
So, how was your day?
Good. It's going great.
You know what? See, look at what you read out from your preamble. Since over a month, and since you took a break from radio, and you have been talking about this security issue. Look at what Lai Mohammed has been saying. Since that time, the security issue is still persistent up to now. So, even this Bello Matawalle, former minister of defense, is involved in this. Look at what the governor said. The governor of the state that came from his state. So, what do you want to say to us? Simply because he was looking for his own portfolio in the cabinet. That's why he was supporting president. That's why I'm really? He was just looking for some landing. And even if Papa very well, the president stopped his work. Look at what he says. He said that even if they throw bomb in the forest, it will be problem. What is the problem? What are they doing?
Okay.
And what he said is valuable. I don't support what he's saying.
All right.
It's just a politics stuff you are saying.
Thank you, Tunde, for calling. 60 seconds is all you have, guys. Please stay on your 60 seconds. We have Mrs. Oboli calling us from Ikorodu. Hello, Mrs. Oboli.
Maryann, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome on the show. How come 3 of your stories reeks and stinks of lies this afternoon? Maryann, are you trying to rev us up? Are you trying to rile us up?
Sorry, what do you mean by they are lying?
Maryann,
are you calling
Lai
the president
Mohammed
of the Federal Republic of Nigeria a liar because he's saying that his predecessor left behind a legacy of integrity? Come on.
Integrity, my foot. If I talk now, you say I'm insulting the memory of the dead.
Yes.
They brought it to the table. So
do
let's
not insult the memory of the dead.
Man, which of the Buharis? Is it the one we know, the first president that have died? See, who even went to dig out these corpses? Who even went to bring out these stories? See, Maryann, I just go beg you. If they love him so much and they want to lay his memory to rest, they should stop bringing his, oh my goodness, his lack of integrity back to the pages of the newspaper or the tabloids. That's number one. Number two, Mr. Matawalle should be sacked already. I don't know why he still has the temerity, the audacity, the effrontery to come and lie through his teeth to us, because we know who they are, we know what they do, and we should just keep it shush. The final one, Maryann.
No, you're done. Your 60 seconds is over. Thank you very much for calling. I said 60 seconds. Everyone's got to stay on the time. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Princess Maryann, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Peter Bongs from Shongotedo.
Go
Let
ahead,
me first
Peter.
of all answer Lai Mohammed. I could remember that NSAS in the morning. One of the TV stations, which you are familiar with, one of the reporters, I won't call the name, went to the scene of the crime, of the incident, picked up live bullets and showed it on the screen. I will never forget. That is one of the answers to Lai Mohammed. They say blank bullet, put up, used live bullets before the screen and showed it and counted it before Nigerians via the screen. 2, Matawalle, I'll answer in this way. Matawalle is under pressure for the US to actually work with Nigeria. They need to remove Matawalle. So Matawalle will want to save his face from being the Minister for State. Why would you not come with all that? This is it. Then the last question. I was privileged. I was in Form 1 when Buhari came to power, and I saw the antecedent of Buhari. And I told Nigeria when he was coming back for 20, this guy that is coming, I do not see credible incident. Nigeria had almost killed me, but today they come to congratulate me. We would have heard you. What antecedent? What? I don't know. Maryann, good afternoon.
Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. 60 seconds. Go straight to the point. 0201 277 0993. Welcome to Hard Facts. Turn off your radio, please.
Hello, good afternoon. Pino.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, this is the Matan man. In this life, some people's name and the attitude connotes what they do. I don't know why somebody's name will be Lai Mohammed and there is a connotation of what his name is all about. How can you tell us what everybody has known? Okay, now, even the blank bullet you talk about, I learned even at the usage of blank bullets, it is still dangerous that it can still kill human beings. So why must you use bullets, no matter what you call it? Then on Matawalle, I don't know why he should be there. Yesterday, I wanted to talk. One of your OAP personalities cut me off when I was making a case why some people should be in prison and some people who had and bet bandits our minister for whatever. What kind of country is this? The more you look, the less you see. Thank you very much, Maryann.
Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. Welcome to Hard Facts. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Wale calling from Ayobo.
Go ahead, Wale.
My first topic is on the president's speech during the book launch for President Muhammadu Buhari. What do you want the president to say? I thought I agree with the president. Do you want the president to say the former president lacked integrity or is the corrupt man? The president has said something good. You can't say anything more than that. So I'm going to bless the president for that. And for the answers and the speech by Lai Mohammed, I totally concur with Lai Mohammed. I totally concur with him. But I witnessed answers from the beginning to the end. I was in Godo when the DPO was killed.
Okay, so you were in Magodo, but you were not at the toll gate, so you can't attest to what he's saying. Were you at the toll gate or not, sir?
I was not.
Thank you.
Did anybody die?
Go ahead.
Did anybody die at the toll gate? He said there was a massacre, but there was nobody. There was nobody to prove.
There was nobody at the toll gate?
There was nobody. There was no any dead body to prove.
And you were not there either, so you can't prove it.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Wale. Thank you very much for calling. At least you said you believe what he said, but then you were not there because you were at Magodo. So you can only testify to what happened at Magodo. Right? Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, Miriam, how you doing?
Good. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Jonathan is running. Well, I don't blame Matawalle. Probably he's referring to his brothers who are trying to stop Bola Tinubu from becoming the president. Because like I keep on saying...
Sorry, what do you mean by his brothers?
Yes, let me make it very clear. Like I keep on saying, the Northerners are holding this country on its jugular. And I'm saying it because in their region, a lot of weapon is ravaging that region. and he's talking what I don't understand. He will have addressed what Tonji or Tuji spoke. Probably is referring to Toji. They are all aware how that region is filled with weapons, both the big and the small in that region. And they are looking at Kimbo. He's not talking parable. I don't blame him. It is because of this same politics. Because if it's not politics, the present president will dig deep and get to the root of all this matter.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. 60 seconds is all you have. Please go straight to the point and land. Hello.
Maryann, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Robert. I call you Papa. Maybe I beg. See, some name I don't forget. If they remind me, like say they use knife to choke my heart. People like Lai Mohammed, Buhari, all these people. Yeah? Please. Thank you.
That's my Christmas laughter that you made me waste, Roberts. Can you stop it? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Adeogun Akim from Lekki.
Go ahead.
Do you know what? Among all the three news that you read out there, the only one that touches me is this Lekki massacre. Do you know why?
But there are people who are saying that there wasn't any massacre, and that's what Lai Mohammed is also saying.
That is exactly why I called. Because when this incident happened, I was at Lekki. And I was there, not just far away, but Marwa. So you can see, I know how close Marwa is to Lekki Tollgate. Do you understand? On the night that this thing happened, I knew when boys were running towards Marwa, they burned down the police station, that police post at Marwa, destroyed everywhere. But see, this massacre, I want to ask, like, how many bodies can we even equal to be a massacre? Because there was no any dead body boy carried. So the street was injured. The following day, he came through the other side of Lekki, Oniru, came to Marwa. That is where they drove out up to wherever for safety. But I can't even find any dead body. I was questioning the boys who were there that, they've killed everybody. But where are the bodies? I didn't think most of my younger ones, they went there. They all escaped. But I could not even find one. I went to the scene. I could not even see blood. I said, okay, if massacre happened here, there should be a river of blood. But where are they? One said, man, because the military that came clean it up. How? How possible? So you see, that is the only thing that moved me. Every other thing.
Okay. All right. I totally agree with your perspective because you were at Marwa. Thank you for calling. And by the time you got to Lekki Tollgate, you didn't see any blood. None. Interesting. So where are the bodies, you ask? But first there were no soldiers. Then there were soldiers. There was no shooting, but then there was shooting. Then there was the argument of who sent the soldiers. I didn't send them. The governor didn't send them. Who sent them? Oh, and then it was, nobody was killed. They just shot blanks in the air. So who put the bullet that was in that leg that was being pulled out on live stream, or did we manufacture the live stream too? It's really interesting. I didn't know you guys had gotten to America's. You had gotten to America's level where you can manufacture videos that quick. Hello. All right, you call me back when you're ready to talk to me. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Yes.
Can you hear me very well?
Yes, welcome. 60 seconds. Let's go.
My name is Prince Wires, calling you from Oshodi, the city in the center of Universe. Number one, why can't they allow the sleeping doctor lie? With Lekki problem, this doesn't matter about bad things happened over that period. Buhari, if somebody say this, I have no legacy, you are not running honor the dead. You have a legacy. You have done something for this country.
What exactly did he do? What did he do for the country?
What are you talking about?
What did he do for the country?
So
he did something for the country. What did he do?
He did a lot for Nigeria.
Tell me one thing or two, maybe.
His fatherland. What are we talking about? When you talk of something he done for Nigeria, for me, he does something for me. When you talk of last in the southwest, When you talk of second Niger bridge, when you talk about the Lagos Expressway, he has not done something for me. He has done something for me.
Okay. So that's his legacy, the second Niger bridge.
Just nothing. Can I forget you? All right, you are what the contract. You will the rest is halfway now.
Thank you, Prince Wise. Thank you so much for calling. You know what makes me sick in this country? That we applaud. What's the word that I'm looking for? I hope I don't get into trouble. Mediocrity. The reason why you pay taxes is so that they can fix your roads. They can fix your power. That's why you pay taxes. You put money in the pockets of government to do right by you. So when you applaud the person for building the Niger Bridge, did he use his personal money to build it? Now wow. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Princess Maryann.
Good afternoon.
This is Pastor Ladipo.
Go ahead, 60 seconds, please.
Maryann, my take this afternoon is on this issue of Matawalle. Is it compulsory that some people will occupy some certain positions just because they work for the government or because they were instrumental of the government coming into power? Despite them being indicted of all kinds of things, is pointing hand to them. Does that tell us that we don't value integrity in this country? That we don't even value what is called integrity? Can you imagine? Did you see the list of our ministers? Is there any of them that did not even have one indictment or the other? What kind of thing is this? This man, for crying out loud, has been fingered in one or two things that is insecurity. Common sense should have made them to say, okay, stay aside first. Let's see what will happen. But yet, here we are. And some people are telling us they trekked from Marwa to Tollgate. They didn't see any blood. Congratulations to them.
Thank you for calling. All right. Let me read some messages that are coming on social media. Let's start with Facebook. Also, Francis, thank you. Architect Dada here says a government built on lies, eye service, hypocrisy, propaganda can never prosper. Look at the ministers that surround our president. All failures. It's a reflection of our president. That is why we're in this nightmare. Okay. Johnson Ocheje here says, why do we blame the appointed without blaming the person who appointed them? Did they just get power? John Benado, he says, Buhari left behind a reputable legacy is a complete joke. Okay. Mofunaya Big Murphy here says, on Matawalle's comment, this is one of the rascals Peter Obi has been talking about. Nigerians allowed clowns mistake governance for a circus show. Namdi here says, every day I'm losing interest in whatsoever news, headlines, and politics all in this country. It's getting frustrating. How do you presenters stay neutral on this profession, knowing the obvious truth? Just look at Matawalle still speaking today after the revelation of recent. Now, Lai Mohammed says military fired blanks. My God, I'm so done with Nigerian news. He says, please don't be. Let's go to YouTube, please. On YouTube Live, I've got so many messages. Buhari wasted the lives of Nigerians. His years were stagnation. Why is Lai bringing evidence now? Same people that claimed army were not at the toll gate now shot blanks. One day, life will repay all men. This is from Hayo. Okay. This one says, we need... Please leave Aigbe alone, eh? This one here says people should not bastardize the name of Lai. It's a beautiful name. The full context is Olaiwan. Who cares? Why are you telling us the full meaning of Lai Mohammed's name? How does he help us right now? He's talking about wealth, right? Is he going to share money to us with his name? So leave us now. Why are you explaining to us? We don't care. All right. Someone here says, Lai Mohammed and his fellow politicians are one of the reasons why the masses can never trust the government, the Nigerian government. I underwent an LBK amputation at NHOIL 2 weeks after the Lekki massacre. Unbeknownst to me, one of the patients in the same ward that I was happened to be was a survivor of the unfortunate incident. It was a few months later I got to know when another survivor's mom mentioned the young man's name on the radio station. It says, Nigeria never happened to us. Ayo here says, who woke Lai Mohammed up? He should have gone with his lies. Matawalle is part of the Insecurity and attending national security meeting. Anyone that resurrected Buhari with this book deserves a place in the desert. Why are you guys so salty? Steve from Ijaniki says, I don't think there's anywhere in the world where else in the world would citizens cannot tolerate. Okay, I'm sure you mean there's nowhere in the world that citizens can tolerate the kind of people found in the corridors of power like Nigeria. The types like Lai Mohammed and Matawalle, who should be asking God for forgiveness, are still increasing their contradictory ways and more lies and propaganda. As all those who want to be experts and in lies and propaganda without shame, please come for a course in Nigeria. Chai, Lord have mercy, he says. Okay, Steve. This one here says, Lai Mohammed is just living up to his name. Ifeanyi, thank you for your message. This one here says, let us even take Matawalle's excuses for the growing insecurity in the country to stop the re-election of PBAT, unlike GJ, that sat back to watch his loss in 2015 election. Tinubu's political booby trap by... Jesus, do you guys read these messages before you send them to me? Anyway, Tinubu's booby trap by infiltrating all the opposition parties that might lead only him on the ballot, while the courts legally disqualifies the candidacy of other aspirants from within their internal intractable issues. He says, food for thoughts for Nigerians. Okay. This one says, October 2020 massacre was at Munshi. I wish I could call Nigeria Info now. Okay. All right. For me, that statement by the Minister of State for Defense is an attempt to divert attention from all allegations hanging on his neck. Anafiok Akpan from VI. Anafiok, thank you. This one says, it's obvious that Nigeria has terrorism sponsors and sympathizers within its ranks. Well, Jonathan said it. Buhari also said it. I won't be shocked if Tinubu also says it. How can Matawalle be still working freely with such statements from him? And Maryann, you didn't spell Mr. Mohammed's name correctly. What about the Lai Olu? Thank you for your message. Bob Kentimi from Agbado here says, if the government of the former President Buhari said there was no death in Lekki Tollgate shooting and blaming CNN report, what is the report the Nigerian press tell the people? What is the report of the Nigerian press? Tell the people what happened. Again, I don't know the legacy that the former president left behind. Let the presidency subsidize the book published about him for more people to read and understand his achievements. My assessments, no legacy but pains. Okay, Bob. So if your assessment says there was no legacy, you just probably want to read the book, that there might be a secret that has been kept from all of us until his death, yeah? So we might just all find out what the secret is, that secret achievement and that legacy would be in his book. Well, maybe we need a subsidized one, yeah? Safianu from Kano here says, in terms of my personal integrity, the late Muhammad Buhari is exceptional despite his lapses in other aspects of leadership. Okay. This one says, Buhari and Emefiele painted our country, Nigeria money. He said they painted our Nigeria money. So that's an achievement, yeah? Okay, this one here says, when people don't know their rights as citizens, they applaud mediocres who build roads and bridges for them. These people have wasted the major part of our lifespan. This is from Merchant Man. This one here says, I wish I could say happy beautiful afternoon. With all I'm hearing on your program, I'm so sad. The likes of Baba Lai Mohammed, Matawalle, even Buhari with his dead body should be in prison now. In an ideal country, imagine video evidence of shooting at Lekki Tollgate, a camera being stolen by government officials. I wish their family members were among the victims. Oh wow, that's a bit extreme, yeah? Relax, you guys, chill. Let's go back to the phone lines. Let me see if I can quickly read a message from X and then we'll go back to the phone lines. October 2020 massacre was at Munshi. Okay, I think I've read your message before. Safiano, I think I've also to the likes of Matawalle, everything is against the re-election of Bola Tinubu. This is so pathetic, Safiano says. Okay. Joy Forever says, integrity of stealing, killing and destruction, poverty, hardship and hunger. Anyone claiming no answer should ask the people at Coptic Hospital, Mobile House, Oriental House or Loma behind fence. Blood washed. Sanwo-Olu went round hospitals. Matawalle is... I beg you. Thank you for your message. Let's go to the phone lines. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Calling from here. To me, all this issue, I will just be thankful to the president. Is it that the president does not know who he appoints? He definitely knows them. Matawalle, whatever. Let their conscience be there till that thing caught up with them. Let their conscience be on that seat. Okay, you people come and guide me. Let's see how we want to run this country. Because you know the cause of all this thing Nigeria is facing. I will never be a part of... I don't know if it was you or Joyce that said something about we in Nigeria, that if we are benefiting something from the government, it's like we keep quiet. But if it turns otherwise, we will say another thing. That's why we continue blaming and blaming. What can we consider as massacre? We know they kill people. But this issue of massacre, is it not the same thing they are asking the Palestinian and the Israeli? What is genocide? So massacre, how many people did they kill? God bless Nigeria.
Okay, interesting. 02012777093. Welcome to Hard Facts. You have 60 seconds.
You should be calling from Ikeja. Good afternoon.
Hello, B.
Mary, actually speaking, you have just reopened someone with this Lai Mohammed. This is the man, the grandson called him Lai Mohammed. And this is the same man you are making us listen again this afternoon. Anyway, the only legacy that Buhari left, I know that at least he did not allow a lot of cash during the election for Tinubu to use. That's why Godwin Emefiele is being punished. At least that legacy was wonderful. At least he sees the
you don't at any point think that Godwin Emefiele was also overreaching. I mean, the CBN governor on sit trying to run for president. You didn't think that he was overreaching?
No. It was Buhari that did that. Nothing concerning Godwin Emefiele. Nothing that everybody knows now. So Godwin Emefiele is just a scapegoat. There's nothing concerning. Yes, it's Buhari. Buhari never wanted to see the President Tinubu. Tinubu knows, but there's nothing he can do. He wants the election 2020. He knows that Buhari never supported him. He knows.
Great. Obi, thank you very much. Interesting take, I must say. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hey, Maryann.
Turn off your radio,
Good
please.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sorry. Hello?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Yeah, this is the one of Odogbolu. The issue you are discussing, Maryann, I can never forget that legacy that former president laid down. That I will stay hungry from morning to night. I have money in account too, but I cannot see the money collect. I can never forget it. I will remember it forever. So that is the legacy.
He built bridges for you now that can help you travel.
Which kind bridge? Bridge where they say that won't give me food that time. Do you know how hungry they were me that time? When I go to beg for 1,000, I might take chop. Maryann, I don't go forget that man. That man try. He try.
Okay. Eze, thank you so much for calling. We're still taking your thoughts and comments, and we're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info FM. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point, please. Hello. All right, call me back, please. Turn off your radio when you call me. I beg you in the name of God. Turn off your radio. Okay, thank you very much. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, the beautiful, adorable Maryann.
Please don't be toasting me without money. I don't like it.
I can't help it.
Go ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
We shower you now. We shower you with that one.
Well done.
That one. You're already a money magnet already, like you are now. So, Godman,
yeah.
People have been asking questions about the girls that were kidnapped. Who gave them the order to withdraw? We should be asking questions about who gave the soldiers the orders to shoot.
Have you also noticed that they brought up so many other issues that they're glossing over that. Even when the governor of the state is continuously asking that, why is it taking so long for the army to investigate this?
Exactly. These are the questions that we should be even asking before we even ask that one. Then I want to say, why are you, Lai Mohammed, this government is just full of lies and propaganda. So I'm not even surprised. We all know it. So, and his name is just what he is. They have been lying all that time until now. First of all, he claimed that there were no soldiers. Now he's coming to say that there were soldiers, but they were shooting plastic. I beg. Forget all these people.
Thank you,
Let's
God.
all stand up against this government.
All right, thank you. Well, maybe you are against this government. There are those who want this government to return. There are those who think that all of you are just biased and you don't like this president. And that's why you guys are supporting evil. This one that you're saying, let's all rise. I think that's maybe you're the only one that's feeling pain, because there are lots of people who call now and tell you that the president is doing well. This administration is amazing. So, hey, God, man, it looks like you're going to stand alone. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, madam, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Maz, you there?
Yeah. Madam, please, I want to ask, Matawalle, is he from Northwest?
Yeah, he used to be the governor of Zamfara State, actually.
Okay, that means what Shehu is saying is truth. That is Matawalle, the Fulani from Northwest, are the one that are killing the people of Nigeria. So, I mean, President of Tinubu now supposed to, investigate that very statement and know whether is it true that it's the Fulani from Northwest. Even Matawalle's statement and the way it's been like shows that true, they are the one. Because you have to let President investigate them. If it's not from Northwest, Fulani that claim Nigeria, I think it's serious. Let them investigate them and stop them not to be doing it. That's the only thing I think I would say.
All right. Thank you very much, Mazude, for calling. We're going to take a quick break, and I'll wrap things up in a few seconds because I don't think that we have anything serious on this break. Well, we'll have to go, actually, and bring you the news at the top of the hour. On the other side of the clock, it's time for Community Report. Let's talk about all these stories that they told us at the beginning of this year. Which of those things have they kept? We are dragging everybody, including the governor, the local government chairman, councillors. See you on the other side of the clock.
This is where it all connects, all in one place.
GPS Owike and Co. are suspended because they've been engaging in anti-party activities.
Did he not campaign for Labour Party in Lagos State?
It's just my pocket.
Withdrawing police details from VVIP people.
Tomorrow we'll call so they need people to come and join military. I would allow.
The news, conversation, information.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.